that one bullshit PlayStation trophy. Now, the Medieval Remaster on PS4 is a fairly straightforward and easy platinum. However, if there's one trophy in the list that's a bit annoying, then I would say it's the It's Not Their Fault They're Mad trophy, which requires you to complete the Sleeping Village level without harming any of the Mad Family.
Oh, those people from
Now, the Mad Family are characters who live in the village town that you're exploring that have been possessed, and therefore they're sort of innocent people, so you're not allowed to actually hit them with any of your weapons. Otherwise, if you kill them, their souls are lost. So if you're going for all the chalices, you need to avoid these, and it also ties into this trophy where you have to avoid hitting them, which is kind of easier said than done, because at times there are a lot of bullshit areas where you can't help but actually hit them. When you first start the level, you're confronted with one straight away and they immediately attack you. So you do the natural thing and defend yourself by attacking them, only to then realise that no, you shouldn't have killed these because you have a good soul has been lost message appear on screen. So the aim of this level is to open a gate by solving some Resident Evil style puzzles where you have to find a load of items to do it. And along the way you'll have to explore the town, and you'll be constantly attacked by the mad villagers and the Mad Family. These characters range from the fat dad with the giant axe who will chase you down, to the old woman who will hit you with a frying pan if you're ever in her line of sight, so stay away from her at all costs. And then you also get the little girl who may look cute and sweet and innocent, but she's a fucking savage. Seriously, these little girls are relentless and they will just hunt you down in the street. I mean, look at this bit here. I'm pulling a switch and I enter a cutscene to show me the rune has now fallen off the statue and I can get it, only to then see at the end of the cutscene that I'm constantly getting hit by this fucking girl. Jesus Christ, there's half my fucking health gone. Fuck's sake.
What? What the fuck?
Okay, so as you progress through the level, you'll eventually have to try and find and create a crucifix. The mold tray item needed to make the crucifix is in this area, and it's guarded by the man. And you have to be really careful at the bookcase not to use a club weapon that will blast the area, otherwise you'll accidentally hit him, which can be annoying. The next piece you need is the gold statue, which you eventually need to melt down to build the crucifix. But this again is guarded by the old biddies, and you have to get to this rune in order to go and lower the statue. But you can often find yourself failing here because they will either just trap you or you'll accidentally hit them when you smash the barrel, voiding the trophy straight away, which is just fucking annoying because it probably took you a good 5-10 minutes to get to this point, and there's nothing worse than a bullshit restart like this. I mean, look at this here. I'm completely trapped here. I can't risk swinging the club to smash those two barrels because I'll hit them, so I'm just desperately trying to jump and try and just bounce or squeeze past them, but no, just no luck whatsoever. So I was just forced to restart here because of this absolute bullshit section. This is just annoying. It's really fucking frustrating that something like that happens there. I should be able to get past them without it fucking me over. So I try again, and this time I have a different tactic in mind. I try and lure those two over to the exit and then quickly run with the arm and smash the barrel. Using any of the other weapons Sir Dan has is far too risky here because a sword or an axe can easily hit the villagers, so you need to use the arm, which is awkward in itself. But when you do get that, you get to another bullshit bit of this actual level where you have to mount the fucking gold by jumping on this pump, and it just takes fucking forever. The first time I played this level, I jumped on it about 5 times. Nothing looked like it was happening, so I was constantly exploring the level for fucking ages trying to figure out what was going on.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The visual cue here is just bullshit, and it takes far too many jumps on the pump to fucking melt it and then get the cross. But once you do get the cross, that's about 50% of the level done, and you're on to the more easier parts now because there's not as many of the villagers to avoid. So you should be able to get through fairly easily now, as you now have the key and have unlocked the gate, one of the first gates that you have to get through to get to the end of this section. So now it's just a case of dodging these shotgun wielding enemies that have spawned, though thankfully you can kill those, but there are still a few villagers around, so you need to be careful to not get too trigger or sword swinging happy, shall we say, and accidentally hit them. But once you're through there, it's just a case of jumping onto the roof of that building, dropping down through the chimney and pulling this lever, which will then open the gate in the village to the exit. And now it is just a case of running through the village, dodging the last few villagers, and then taking out these group of shotgun enemies that ambush you. Now, I know you're thinking that sounds pretty simple, and it kind of is on paper. However, this for me was probably the most awkward trophy to get in the game, purely because of how glitchy the villagers compete and how easy it is to get trapped by them and how easy it is to hit them. And that is why it's not their fault they're like this trophy gets a bullshit trophy rating of
bullshit.